Alright, let's talk about some helpful tips and hints for the sentence completion section. These are essentially what most students call the vocab section of the test. It's part of the critical reading portion, and it comes before the passages. So first off, we don't want to wait for the answer choices. Instead, we want to always anticipate with our own words. So here's what I mean by that. By anticipate with my own words, I mean once we read the question, we want to immediately begin forming our own words that we can fill into the blank or the blanks. As with any section on the test, the more you're able to put your own answer in, the better off you're going to be. That applies to math, sentence completion, the entire test. The second one is, and this is true on other parts of the test as well, we always want to use the process of elimination. So the process of elimination is essentially where if we don't have an answer right away, we begin crossing off the ones that we know don't work. Here's my advice on this. If you're unsure about what a word means, or if you're unsure if it's a proper fit for the blank, leave it on the board the first time through. Only eliminate the ones that you know don't work, and once you've done that, you can move on to eliminate the ones that you think possibly might work. And then, number 3, we want, for the 2 blank questions, we want to make sure that we always eliminate from each column separately. So, we want to go down, cover the second column, eliminate based on the first row only. And then, once we've let's say we eliminate A and D from the first column, we cover the first column and eliminate using the second column. But guess what? A and D are already off the board. This is one of the most effective strategies to get questions right that you otherwise wouldn't, even if you don't know what some of the words mean. If you use those strategies, you can be sure to boost up your sentence completion score without even improving your vocabulary. Alright, so let's take a shot at the sentence completion problem. Make sure to always use the anticipate method, and let's always use the process of elimination. So Martin, surprised by his team's lack of blank, was hoping they could put on a better blank in the second half. So reading this problem, our goal in reading through it is to try and get an idea of how each of these blanks is functioning in the sentence. Let's try and come up with our own word that we can put in that's going to make sense before we ever look at the answer choices. So, Martin is on this team, they're in a game, he's surprised by his team's lack of something and he's hoping for something else. And so we can see that the first blank could probably mean something like maybe skill or something like that. It could also mean a lot of things. It could mean something like effort, teamwork, sportsmanship, any sort of thing that we would value in a game. Now, it's not super important that we have the perfect word here. The goal of this is just to get an idea of how it's going to function in the sentence. And so he's therefore hoping they could put on a better blank in the second half. Well, we're guessing, and anyone hopes that their team is going to put on a better, performance or something like that. It's possible that, like I said, it could mean something like effort or something like that. But our goal here is just to get an idea of how these words are functioning in the sentence. And so we know that the first blank is going to mean something that a team should do or should have, and the second blank is going to mean something that we would hope our team would do better if we're not doing it well the first time. So let's go through and eliminate. So we've got success and victory. Success and skill don't really mean the same thing, and we wouldn't want to say that we have a lack of success and so we're disappointed. And so we're actually going to eliminate A. Camaraderie. So camaraderie could work possibly because we would hope that our team would have camaraderie. But valiance is not going to work. That does not mean anything like what we're looking for. And then effort. Effort definitely works. Surprised by his team's lack of effort, that works. And then performance is certainly something that we would hope would be better in the second half if we didn't have a good first half. So let's leave that on the board. D, completion. We probably wouldn't say a team's lack of completion. That just doesn't fit. We're looking for things like skill or effort or teamwork. Qualities that make a good team is what we're looking for. And then E, veritas. Veritas means truth, and evidently it's supposed to be capitalized. Veritas means truth, and that's not exactly what we're looking for. So through process of elimination, we can find that the answer is C.